Hi everyone. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about 6 New York City Subway's defuncted services. That includes the NX, the K train, the H train, the Brown M, the V train, and the 9 train. Starting with the NX. So before the NX, Sea Beach Line Express tracks were used once for summer weekend service to Chambers Street from 1924 to 1952. But it was not like signed as an X at the time. It was a summer weekend service. And yeah, and then like 15 years after it was discontinued, the NX service was introduced. And this time it was introduced as a service for commuters mainly. And it was introduced, started in November 27th, 1967. And the route I can show you on the map is so it goes west, Brighton Beach, Ocean Parkway, West 8th Street, Coney Island. And it runs express, skipping all of these stops, all of these, and yeah, and then just goes direct to 59th Street, skipping all stops on the Sea Beach line. And then after that, it's just a normal N train, which goes to, at the time, it goes to 57th Street, 7th Avenue. Yeah. Yeah, so it only lasted for like 5 months. It was discontinued the second year, April 12th, 1968. It was discontinued due to low ridership. And I think there's a few reasons why it's short-lived. Like it was just 5 trains every day. If you see this poster, it's just 5 trains in each direction from Monday to Friday. And the only people that will benefit will be like the people from Brighton Beach, Ocean Parkway, West 8th Street, and Coney Island. Right? Because after that, it goes to 59th Street. And then after that, it's just a normal N train, right? Okay, yeah. And you can see there's a photo of the NX here. And like just 5 months later, it was discontinued. You can see this poster here. April 15th, it was just combined into the regular N train. Okay, next we're going to talk about the 9 train. So 9 train, the one that everybody knows, is the one that ran with the one as a skip stop service. But before that, it was once used on the Dyer Avenue line, nighttime shuttle from 1957 to 1967. But yeah, and for the skip stop service, it started in 1989, and that's one that everybody kind of know about, the 1 and 9 skip stop service. And it was kind of like the JNZ on the NASA Street line. And you can see here like the 1 and 9 would just alternate stop. And in 1994, they discontinued the midday service, skip stop service, and stop 191st was removed from skip stop stations. And if you want to like see why they had to do skip stop instead of express, I can show you the track map here. You see like here is like 4 tracks, right? And here is like 3 tracks. 3 tracks, all the way up to here, 145th Street. The express track ends here, and then just 2 tracks to Dykeman Street, and then the express track pops out again. And for that reason, it's not able to. It will be hard to run the peak direction express service that we see on the 7 or the 6, right? Because you have this gap with only 2 tracks. Um, and that's why they try to use the skip stop to short the travel time. But obviously, it didn't really work because, like you can see, the J and Z it just saves like 2 to 3 minutes, and it was the same on the 1 and 9. It didn't save our time. It caused long wait times on the stops that were skipped. And that's why they just eliminated it on May 27th, 2005. And that's the 9 train. Yeah. Okay, next we move on to the Edge train, which is first used in 1985 when the MTA abolished the two-letter designations, and they used it for the Rockaway shuttle, which I think ran to Euclid Avenue at the time. And then I think it was replaced by the, the S designation in 1993. And then it was used again in 2012 when Hurricane Sandy disrupted service from Broad Channel to Howard Beach, and they had to operate a shuttle from Far Rockaway, Mott Avenue to Beach 90th Street via the Hemos Y, they used the Edge as destination for the shuttle. And I can also show you that on the track map. So I think it was from Far Rockaway to Beach 90th Street using this connection. I think it's called Hemos Y, right? And yeah, because the service, I think it was from like Howard Beach to Broad Channel. It was suspended, right? The hurricane destroyed it, and basically they have to go to like Howard. They have to go to Beach 90th Street to take the shuttle train, I think. Yeah, I think that's how it works. And this section was suspended. And I think it was like they restored service in like May 2013. Yeah, May 2013 when they restored the full service to Rockaways, and Edge service was discontinued, and it wasn't used publicly as anymore. But like inside the system, they still use it like internally, but not publicly. Yeah, and that's the Edge train. Okay, so the next one is the AA, which is later the K train, and we start with the AA. So the AA started in 1932, September 10th. It ran from 168th Street to Hudson Terminal, which is now the World Trade Center station, and it ran by the 8th Avenue Line local track. During nights and Sundays, it will extend to 207th Street. In 1933, it was suspended when the IND Concourse line opened, and it was replaced with CC. And then in December of 1940, it was restored again during non-rush hours and Saturday late afternoons through all day Sunday, running to Chambers Street. And 1952, it was started running on Saturday mornings and afternoons. And in 1977, late night service replaced by an all local A service. So yeah, that's AA, right? And then in May 6, 1985, just like the H train, the double letter were eliminated and was replaced and renamed as the K. So it ran between 168th Street and World Trade Center during midday, evening, and weekends. And it ran until 1988, and it was discontinued on December 11th, 1988. To replace this service, they expanded the service for the C train and the B train to make up for the K train. And that is the K train. And you can see this photo of the K train here. Okay, let's move on to the V train, which is another really interesting one. So December 17th, 2001, So it ran from Forest Hill 71st Avenue in Queens to Lower East Side 2nd Avenue in Manhattan by the 6th Avenue line, the 53rd Street Tunnel, and the Queens Boulevard line equal. And it was there to supplement the F train that was going to be rerouted to the 63rd Street line. And to make space for the V train, they had to cut back the G train to Court Square. So G train cannot go to Forest Hills anymore to make space for the V. And in 2010, the MTA had a financial crisis, and like at that time, they just wanted to combine the V and the M together. So they eliminated it after June 25th, 2010, and it was replaced by the M. And you can see, I think this was Second Avenue, but like maybe just the road sign. Yeah, like they had this road sign, so I think this was the wrong road sign for the maybe this is a Q train, I think, and the conductor had a V train road sign, so it just shows that. Okay, next we have a brown M, and the brown M is also really interesting, the history. So the M designation was first used in 1961 to replace the BMT 10 designation. In 1968, it was extended to Broad Street from Chambers Street. And starting in 1973, they extended to Brooklyn using the Montague Street Tunnel and via the Brighton Local to Coney Island. April 26, 1986, the Brighton line was doing reconstruction project. So the M train had to be rerouted via 4th Avenue and West End line. And I think this is one that everybody recognizes. It's the Brown M, which terminates at 9th Avenue during middays and Bay Parkway during rush hours. Um, this went until November 12, 1995, and they eliminated the midday service to Brooklyn. In 2010, like the financial crisis, like we mentioned in the V train, the M train replaced the V on 6th Avenue and Queens Boulevard. And the final run of the M to um, 9th Avenue or Bay Parkway was on June 25th, 2010. Um, so that was a history of Brown M and was used again when they reconstructed the Myrtle Avenue Junction. I think it was a shuttle from Myrtle Avenue to Metropolitan Avenue, Middle Village. Yeah, and that's the history of the Brown M. Yeah, you see, this is the shuttle train, I think, from Myrtle Avenue to Metropolitan Avenue. Okay, I guess this is the end of this video. So what do you think about these defunct lines? For me, the only one that I think can be brought back is an X, but not a weekday service. It's more like the one that was originally running on the Sea Beach Express, which is the a summer weekend service, right? Because there are a lot of people going to the beach in the summer, and I think it will make sense to operate something like that to the beach for those people going there in the summer during the weekend. But for weekday, I don't think so because it skips all the stops on Sea Beach line, right? So it's just Brighton Beach, Coney Island, these stops kind of benefit, and people along the Sea Beach line doesn't benefit from it. Yeah, and leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video.